Aries, to save some time, I already shuffled the cards and laid them out. I'm using a Celtic 10 card spread that allows me to look at past, present, and future influences for the month. And this month is about just basking in the sunshine, taking a chill, enjoying your accomplishments, and looking towards the future, including love, and most importantly, trusting your intuition. And also to throw another caveat in another most important area. Don't bum yourself out with a thinking of lack or poverty in any way, especially with regards to money and accomplishments. Okay, because you fought so hard to have your own identity and lead your own life and do things your own way. But there's a shift in life now that's helping you kind of learn some new skill sets to be applied for your future. No dreams are on hold, quite the opposite, actually. There's a kind of a reinforcement and a building onto the wishes that you want for today and tomorrow. So let's get into why I'm saying all this. And it starts off with a bang. And the first card placement of the significator, the general gist of the overall reading, is the Three of Swords, a celebratory state in the area of our thoughts. But to the ancient tarot, it was literally killing off the patriarch in the ancient kind of way, the authority figure, family, society, community. Everybody has an opinion about how you should do your life in the journey of this point to the swords. It's condensed because it's only number 3. But you get a lot of judging. You have to engage, you have to justify, you have to defend. And all during that time, you're figuring out what works for you. How do you want to live your life? How do you want to work? Who do you want to love? How do you want to just be in community? All the whole kit and caboodle gets presented to you to design it just the way that you want. And that's the celebratory state of the 3, okay? So you did that, but it kind of needs a break a little bit too. So you need that kind of chill to just kind of regroup and pat yourself on the back too, because the crossing card is kind of what's bumming out this whole reading, all right? And the crossing card is not allowing you to enjoy the accomplishments that you have done. Maybe not so much in the outside world, but in the internal narrative and the confidence and self-esteem and also self-love that you feel for yourself. And that's way more valuable than the gold coin, because that's the 5 of Pentacles. It's a good luck in the area of the material, especially with money. But the good luck comes from overcoming our thinking rather, to the way that our relationship to the gold coin, and especially our ego and pride. And Aries rules that area a little bit in that ego, pride, and you can't let it get the better of you, because it's kind of like it's the way that you could break free of being attached to the gold coin, because that's the ironic part of the 5 of Pentacles. All the gold coins are right behind you. It's the way that you're thinking about the relationship to the gold coin. And sometimes we get a little penny pinching, but because it's at a crossing card, it's not allowing you to, like, let's say you've really achieved that inner identity, you know who you are, you're really liking it and digging it, but then you're thinking, oh, I don't have those other kind of props in the outside world, in the material world. Well, get over it, Aries, because that's not what's on for July, and that's definitely not what's important to God in the universe, okay? And that's what you've been striving into as well, to kind of open that door to your real creative heart and spirit to see where you want to go next. And that's validated in the 3rd card placement, if the way that God wants to help us navigate the month, I like to say at the top of the matter in the reading. And the Knight of Wands is kind of like Aries, ready to travel on a new adventure for the creative. We don't know exactly where we're going with the Knight, but we need to trust that we can get alongside this guy, and the steady steed will know exactly where to take us. We've got that big wand of imagination in our hand, and it's inspiring to our heart and our spirit. And that's what's stirring within you. I know it, because it's at the top of the matter, and that's a kind of signal from God saying, I want you to follow this energy. And see, you've got some props about you, so don't get all doom and gloomy, whatever that accomplishment state of your kind of mindset is, because that's the funky magunky of the 5 playing with you, okay? So go get the real thing, is believe in yourself. That's the only way to overcome that, okay? And also review your life to see how much you have accomplished. Instead of the glass half empty, it's probably half full there too, okay? And here's a clue here, how to make yourself maybe feel a little bit better. And the base of the matter, the gut feeling, I like to say, is the 4 of Wands, which is the firm foundation to build upon your ideas. So believe that, because no matter what, even those trying times, including the 3 of Swords, and even our experience with the 5, it's building us into a different character, right? Of moral standards ethics, integrity, all that kind of stuff. And ego, pride get broken here too as well, along with the material. We can't strive for the high spirit if we're bogged down with the weight of the material and what other people think and so on, right? So don't buy into that. And the four gives you a clue here. Aside from the firm foundation for your ideas, it also lets you know that there's people that are like-minded around you. There's kind of kindred spirits, a tribe that kind of resonates with you. So seek this out. And if it's something that you want because it's in your gut, believe you've got the firm foundation to do so. Don't shy away from this. And you've already learned some ideas or ways in this or lessons in this area, right? Because in the past card reflection, the fifth card placement, we have the Seven of Wands, the contemplation meditation of new moves in the area of the creative. So a lot of flame energy, which is definitely resonates with Aries, okay? But the thing about the Seven of Wands, I learned to get over being scared in competition or insecure and putting myself out there, or not letting myself get anxiety ridden if I don't know something and asking for help and finding direction and learning stuff. That's the way the Seven of Wands works for our betterment. We get over that kind of pride and ego stuff, which Aries rules as well. Okay, so you are breaking that to kind of like allow yourself to be free to say, oh, this is who I am, and I don't care about all that other kind of superficial stuff, so I can move forward. And that's probably why we're seeing the reward card in the sixth card placement, which is happening right now, the Sun. The Sun is so cool because it's a major arcana card for one, right? And it means it's basking in the sun. That's why I'm encouraging just July to have some fun, wherever you are. Just get some sun would be a good indicator. Use some sunblock for sure, but it's about getting that light. And if we're selling ourselves or our ideas out there, everything gravitates to the sun, right? Men, women, children, plants, animals, so it's a great bright light for you to stand in that spotlight, right? Okay. And don't be fearful of it. It's not, in the great exalted state, it's great, but in the non-exalted state, which I don't really think applies here, don't burn people. Don't burn yourself out either. But to the ancient tarot, no matter what, it was about opening that heart and that head of yours to allow like a new fresh light, a fresh air, a laser beam, to dispel all the insecurity, fears, and anxieties that have been built up after a trying time, especially with the Three of Swords. And we'll get to the Wheel and the High Priestess. They have their own buildup. So no wonder you're getting the Sun. It's a time for you to shine, so believe it. And I think you know it as well. So because we're coming in the sixth card placement right now. So we have the significator, the Three of Swords, but in the seventh card placement, we have another identity of who we are, how we're feeling about ourselves. So the Nine of Cups is a beauty to have here because it's the wish card. It's the only card that means that in the 78 card deck, and you only get there with good karma. By being a good egg, trying the very best in the area of the heart with all the ups and downs in the journey, right? And God wants to answer that, but it had to meet your identity. It had to meet you breaking of being scared in any other way of competition and so on. You be willing to go into the sun. Like, how can I get the reward to you or your wish if you're still wrapped up in kind of muddy waters of the ego and pride and all that other kind of superficial stuff, like I said, of the material? And you've broken it. That's what this message is here. So now we can gladly and welcomingly go get that reward. So define while you're relaxing in that kind of basking of the sun, beautiful card there. What is that wish, Aries? What do you really want? And I think now it's changed after you've learned some stuff over this last couple of years. Like, so readjust it and make it really to suit you for now and to go into the future. Because that's the wish card, and it's kind of stirring in you. You know that God's asking you for that and wants to give you that favor. So believe it and move firmly ahead, all right? And the eighth card, not more favor here, and how other people view you is the Ace of Wands, another reflection of Aries, because it's not only that big flame of inspiration there, but it's the Emperor, which would be Aries, right? Oh, I think he's even got the ram, the skin right around him, now that I see that. And he's got the world in one hand. And the Emperor is about business, contracts, law, being fair, finding the truth, being just, being kind, be a good leader, a good mentor. And that's you stirring with some props about you. So while you might be all doom and gloomy, like, oh, I didn't have this accomplishment, or I don't have that material thing, or whatever, other people look at you as someone that can make something happen and build something upon that idea. So that's a pretty cool thing. So focus in that and don't wallow in the five, other than to go get the good luck. Because once you get out of the wallowing, that's when the coin comes, okay? That's the clue there. So in the nine, in the hopes and fears, this is really cool too. So the ninth position in hopes and fears of the high priestess, the major arcana card, it means intuition, our connection to God in unique ways. And I guarantee out of the Three of Swords, a lot of that kind of narrative between you and God and the universe, or whatever your language is, was getting deep and asking for that help, asking for that direction, asking for that insight, asking for those signs, so on. And you've been following him, and there's a reward for that kind of behavior, right? That kind of faith and that kind of hope. And it appears in the High Priestess. So believe in your intuition again, because that's ready to ignite and guide you. And also, too, if you're looking to explore any kind of spiritual arts like tarot or Reiki or crystals or meditation, whatever that is for you to get into that cool state with you and God and the universe, that's the high priestess. She wants to help build that energy. So don't be afraid of it, okay? Open the door, because all I can say, that's where the direction comes from. That's where the light comes from, right? Okay? And that wants to be shined upon you right now, and I know you know it. And this is really wonderful too. Here in the 10th card outcome card, the 10th card placement rather, is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is falling in love with other people, falling in love with life, falling in love with yourself, getting that spring in your step, that surging to like go explore and take an adventure for the heart. But you've got some props about you. You've got some a little bit of a foundation. So, and also to a youthful naivety. So don't be all hard and temper down in love. Be like vulnerable, be open, be happy, be positive. Don't let the past define you in any way, shape, or form, because again, that's the only bummer to the party. Be open and new. Just make a new you if you have to. Like, just be you. That's the Two of Cups. So, because don't kill that energy, because that's part of the reward. And I'll also say that God is helping you here too in the bonus card. We've got the Major Arcana card as well, the Wheel of Fortune. That's a doozy, because you feel like you're on a downturn for so long, and so long with the Wheel of Fortune. But when she appears for me in a reading, it means I'm done with you and we're on the upturn again. And I know you know this as well. You can feel the shifting of the kind of wheels. Maybe not exactly like you thought it was going to shift, but it's shifting and it's bringing you to a better place for your betterment, right? Okay, so stop looking over your shoulder. I'm not saying stupid stuff doesn't happen, but the tough stuff that led you through the wheels downturn to teach you those lessons, right? That builds the self-confidence, that builds the self-esteem that can never be taken away. That ignites the self-love. So while it's been hard, there's lessons that define you now to be a better person and a better individual, and especially in those areas where you want to apply it with integrity, ethics, truth and honesty, and just being who you are, and just being digging you, which is the best thing. And the wheel wants to reinforce it, and it wants to take you on the upturn again, especially sitting under the sun. There's some spotlight stuff here, Aries, so go get it, okay? So have a good July. It's a really good one. And if you're so inclined, thank you for visiting the channel. And if you're so inclined to like or subscribe, the love has been really just amazing from everyone. Thank you so much.